For my behavior modification project, I decided to do it on healthy eating. Healthy eating has become really important to me over the past year because I was diagnosed with gout in my knees, and with gout you can't just really eat or do anything that you want to because it can present a problem for you in the future, and it can also cause a lot of pain in the specific joint that you might have it in. And eating healthy foods it's also just become a big problem in society. You know, obesity has risen to an alarming rate, and it's not only a concern with adults but kids as well. And you know, now that we're seeing more and more kids being obese, you know, a lot of people are taking more concern to it. And you know, many kids, they're not eating enough healthy foods. You know, healthy eating, it's become a big problem in a lot of people's lives. You know, with all the fast food made available in such a fast-paced world, it's fairly easy to gain weight, and it seems that there's not enough time to just make a healthy meal. You know, that's what a lot of people are saying, and many people don't really care to think about what it is that they're eating, what they're putting in their body. People also tend to eat more by taste than, you know, by what it is that's healthy for them and keep a healthy exercise routine. I mean, I'm guilty. I'm pretty sure everybody's guilty of, you know, eating by taste instead of what's really best for you. What a lot of people don't really know is there's a ton of nutritional information available to everyone. You know, you can go online and look up good nutritional meals that's good for you, and you know, can help you lose weight, can get you started somewhere. There's ways to control many people's eating habits. You know, maintaining a proper diet and exercise regimen is one of them. As long as you're dedicated and motivated to stick to a schedule, and you're willing to get off your couch and, you know, better your lives and have a healthier life in the future, then I mean, there's ways to help you guide your healthy diet. Paying attention to what's being put into your body is also something that's really big. Like, if you can see how much of what it is you consume, you know, if you really start paying attention to it, then it can help you out in the long run. Like, if you read a label on a can, or, you know, look really into what's in certain foods before you eat it, there's going to be a noticeable difference in your weight. Or if you didn't know that something was in something that you've been eating for a long time, you know, you may just stop eating it completely, you know, if it's really bad for you. A little background to why I chose healthy eating is, you know, personally, I've always really struggled with my weight. And, you know, growing up, I was really skinny. I couldn't seem to gain weight. And when I was about 8 years old, my grandfather died, and I was really, really close to him. And after his death, I got really sick, and I would throw up anything that I consumed. Like, after going to the hospital and having my stomach checked out, I was sent to a specialist, which determined that my grandfather's death had such an impact on me that it caused stress on my stomach, which made me throw up constantly. And after about a month on medicine, I stopped throwing up so much, and I developed quite an appetite because, you know, I was actually able to keep food down, and that resulted in gaining weight. And, you know, I wasn't used to that. And over years of gaining weight, I became really heavy throughout middle school until I hit puberty, and I got taller and thinned out a little bit. During my freshman year of high school, I got into working out and getting fit and became very satisfied with my eating habits and my body. However, I was really clumsy, and I injured myself during a workout one day. And I didn't even think much of my injury. You know, I didn't stop after I knew that I injured myself. You know, I still didn't stop working out, and it just led to that injury becoming a lot worse, and it bothers me a lot to this day. And eventually I just had to stop working out. It was my shoulder. I injured my shoulder during the exercise, and my ankle, I had previously injured my ankle in baseball, and so, you know, I couldn't really do any sort of workouts without it killing my body. And so I packed on about 30 pounds of fat, and I lost the majority of the muscle that I had gained. And I was very heavy during the beginning of my junior year. I was pushing 200 to 210 pounds at a height of about 5 feet and 5 inches, and that's really overweight. And so I calmed down over the years. I didn't eat as much as I did, and I lost about 30 pounds and graduated high school at a height of 5'6", weighing around 170. I mean, it's still overweight, but it was a lot better than 200 or 210. During my senior year, I was diagnosed with gout because I consumed too much red meat, and my uric acid levels rose too high, and they didn't drain in enough time. And having gout in my knees just causes extreme joint pain, and if I don't watch what I eat or watch what I do, I mean, it can really, really tear down on it. And I mean, my eating habits are responsible for what caused me to gain or lose weight really rapidly. Like I would drop 10 pounds here, gain 10 pounds here, and I mean, it was just so fast. It was very rapid. And I would eat unhealthy foods all the time at very unorthodox times, and some days I just wouldn't eat at all. I still have that feeling. Like, some weeks I'll eat a lot and I feel like I'll never get full, and other weeks I'm just like, I don't want anything. And I'm about 5'7" now, and my weight fluctuates between 180 and 190, and I still don't feel it. It doesn't feel natural to me. I really like how I felt when I was about 145, 150, and that's really where I want to be. But that's really the reason why I chose healthy eating for my topic on this project. The goals that I set, they were really specific on what it is that I wanted to accomplish. I wanted to lose at least 10 pounds by watching what I ate and doing cardio exercises. I set out goals to limit what I ate, how much I ate, and how often. And I also wanted to go in the gym 3 times a week. I have 3 days off of work in a week, which are Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday. And it's not the best schedule for a gym, but I didn't really have any other option. Another goal that I set was to continue the healthy behavior after the project and eventually get back into working out. And I was very excited about this because, it wasn't only my motivation that drove me to do it, my grade depended on it. And I really care about my grade, and so I know that I had to do well on that. And more motivation that went into it, it was, like I said just earlier, because of the fact that it was a school project, it was really easy for me to get motivated to go through with it because my grade depended on it and how well I did. But knowing that this project could get me back to the way that I used to be was probably the biggest motivator. I've wanted to get back into shape ever since I stopped working out. It's just a lot harder than it used to be. I don't have the energy, I don't have the motivation to really get back into the gym. So knowing that this project was there and that I had to do it, that really motivated me. And now that I have all these lingering injuries and a form of arthritis, I can't really do the things that I used to do. It's harder to run and play sports than it used to be and do really physical things. I can't really go as hard as I used to in the weight room because of that. And so throughout this project, I would really think about how happy I was when I was really lightweight, or how much confidence I had when I was fit. And I wanted to get that feeling back. I wanted to feel like I could fly when I jumped, because I used to be able to run really fast and jump pretty high for my height, and I was really ready to get that confidence back. And basketball also helped with that. I'm a huge fan of basketball. I love to play. And being 5'6", 5'7", you're not really somebody that everybody eyeballs on the court. Really tall people play basketball, and if there's a taller person, they're going to go after them. But I wanted to show somebody that my height doesn't outdo my ability, and that's why I love to play basketball. It also helped me as like a cardio exercise. I'd go out and play a lot and sweat, but I wanted to feel my age. Like, I feel like I'm a 50-year-old trapped inside an 18-year-old body, because it just hurts me to do anything. The way that I planned on doing this was, I planned on logging what it is that I ate and how much that I ate, and also planned on logging how much I work out, what body part I worked out, and how long I did. And I didn't incorporate my workouts into a log because I felt that didn't really have anything to do with the healthy eating category. Some techniques that I used were negative punishment and positive reinforcement. If I didn't do my workouts one day or wanted to give up during the middle of my workout, I would either force myself to exercise 15 minutes longer, or I wouldn't allow myself to do anything fun. Like I wouldn't allow myself to do any hobbies until I made up for the missed day by choosing another day to exercise that wasn't originally planned. You know, like, for example, if I didn't go to the gym one day because I wanted to be lazy, I would go after work. And I would force myself to go after work. And that really hurt. You know, it hurt me to do that because I was already tired from work. And so, you know, I